by making the by having an asset protection plan in place, okay, that discourages people from filing lawsuits against you. Okay, so think of it as leaving your front door open, your house door open, right? That's an invitation for burglars, right? However, if you have alarms, you have solid doors and this and that, those are protections. Okay, so what I'm gonna address is how to install these protection mechanisms. Okay, so we're gonna discuss different techniques of asset protection. First one is incorporate your business. Okay, so here I'm not just talking about acupuncture business. You know, I know I discussed about Acupuncture Corporation this morning. So Acupuncture Corporation, by and large, okay, you know, that in my opinion, I think an Acupuncture Corporation is advisable if you have a big practice and you have multiple partners. Yeah, that's a good way to operate your practice. However, if you're incorporating your acupuncture practice with the goal of asset protection, okay, you might not be completely satisfied, because most of the liability in your acupuncture practice actually stems from your personal conduct. That means your professional care. So when patients or victims sue you, it's not going to be due to some slip and fall inside your clinic, or you know, or due to some kind of actions, you know, in there, but it's going to be due to your professional negligence or your malpractice, right? So in those kind of situations, your malpractice insurance is going to cover you, and even if you've incorporated your acupuncture practice, it really doesn't matter, because they're going to sue you personally, and you're going to need that malpractice insurance to come in and protect you. However, when they do sue you, you're personally liable, right? So in that kind of situation, you will want to protect your personal assets. So what I'm talking about here is when you've accumulated enough of assets, or if you have good income stream, for example, okay, by putting your assets or income stream, okay, into a corporation, and here I'm not talking about an acupuncture corporation, a separate corporation, for example, okay, that will be apart from assets that are under your name directly. Okay, so first of all, when your corporation, okay, so let's think of acupuncture corporation. Let's just think of restaurant. I think that's probably a good example to use. If you're a restaurant owner, right, you incorporate your restaurant. If your restaurant should get sued, you know, you're some customer eats the food and gets diarrhea or gets severe reactions, gets hospitalized, and they sue your restaurant, well, they're going to sue your corporation, because the corporation is the entity that owns the restaurant. Okay, in that kind of situation, the shareholders are not liable. Okay, you are the owner of the restaurant, so you're the shareholder of the corporation that owns the restaurant. If you have a victim that sues your restaurant business, sues the corporation, and they win, well, guess what? Your personal assets are still safe. Okay, they cannot come and say, oh, you know, this guy owns a huge chain of restaurants. How come I'm not getting his personal asset? Well, sorry, that's the law. Okay, the law says if the liability stops at the corporation, the shareholders are not liable. Okay,